The selection process for the College Football Playoff, CFP, has come under intense scrutiny this year, raising the question of whether there is a better way to choose the field. The CFP Selection Committee, responsible for picking the top 12 teams for the expanded playoff, faces criticism from athletic directors, coaches, and fans alike. These concerns are amplified by the complex nature of the expanded playoff format, which includes additional considerations such as automatic qualifications, first-round byes, home field advantages, and at-large spots. Several key issues have emerged. Subjectivity versus objectivity. Critics argue that the current process, which relies heavily on subjective decision-making by committee members, is flawed. Some propose a return to a more objective, computer-based ranking system, like the BCS, Bowl Championship Series, which they believe would reduce bias and inconsistency in rankings. The BCS formula, despite its past flaws, was based on a more data-driven approach. However, the BCS was limited to 2 teams, whereas the CFP is now considering 12, complicating the decision-making process. Political influence and bias. The structure of the CFP committee, which includes a mix of athletic directors, former coaches, and players, raises concerns about potential biases based on conference affiliations or personal interests. For example, decisions regarding the ranking of teams from conferences like the SEC or Big Ten may be influenced by the backgrounds and affiliations of committee members. The impact of the expanded playoff. The shift from a 4-team to a 12-team playoff has introduced additional complexities. The expanded field means more teams are vying for limited spots, leading to more competition for at-large bids and first-round byes. This makes the committee's job even more difficult, as it must navigate not only who makes the playoff but also how to allocate home games and byes. Calls for a more transparent and fair system. Some leaders within college football, including Tennessee's athletic director Danny White, advocate for a more transparent and systematic process that removes subjective decisions. White's suggestion is to model the system after the old BCS, which he believes provided a clearer and more objective ranking mechanism. Proposals for change. There is also ongoing discussion about changes to the CFP structure, such as introducing multiple automatic qualifiers from the power conferences or even reducing the committee's role in selecting teams. The Big Ten, for instance, proposed a 14-team playoff with guaranteed spots for teams from the SEC and Big Ten. But this idea was rejected. The future of this proposal remains uncertain. In summary, while the CFP selection process is still evolving, the controversy surrounding it highlights the difficulty of balancing fairness, objectivity, and the human element in determining college football's playoff field. Some believe that changes are necessary to make the process more transparent and less prone to political influence, while others argue for a return to more data-driven decision-making.